Alright, this is part 2 of the tutorial process for making copies of any game that you want. This is Desert Storm. We did this in the last video, and it looks like it made a copy. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out so well, so we're just going to use something that we already made a copy of. This is Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Yes, they made a game after the movie, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. We have made a copy, but due to some corrupt files and some errors, it turned into the Lord of the Dicks 2, the 4.7 gigabyte disc. That's pretty good quality. So it's very sturdy. You can keep going on it. All right. So what we're going to do is now we're going to test this out. Like I said, this is a new disc, so we're going to have to put some adhesive on it. A little more from the process of before, just a little bit of mustard on here. Any mustard works. It doesn't really matter. This is new shit that we got. It's pretty much Dawn cleaner things. Dawn is actually standing for Digital Audio Watt Negation System. It really has nothing to do with any of this, but it cleans the CD pretty damn well. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and pour a little bit on that. Just mix it in with the in here. Now that we have the proper adhesives on, now we must take the original disc in order to actually play it. The Desert Storm. And the original disc is important to actually playing it because the original disc has the actual files. And it'll be able to access it like so. So now we're just going to print it on very nicely and just smother it around so all that data gets on, goes from the disc onto this. So, alright. So now that we've completely smeared them together, and now they are both evenly coated, now we'll place them into PlayStation 2. Now, if you notice, it's very hard for this to spin. That is because it needs to write the data a lot faster. So the disc cannot be spinning whatsoever. It picks it up from the optical camera. Now there's a certain way that we have to put this in here as well. Alright, getting jammed is one of the problems with making copies of discs. It's because that the PlayStation cannot receive it. There you go. Okay, now if we just pop that... Alright, let's just try that again. Okay, so as we can go over to the screen here, we'll perfectly see that this is a fully working game and has no problem to... Okay. Alright, this chapter is also going to be on another problem. You can turn back to this. Fixing your controller. Now, the controllers break down all the time. It's general maintenance, alright? You need to keep a certain general maintenance in there. So what you need to do is you take your household screwdriver. It doesn't matter whether it's Phillips or regular, alright? And there is just a button, center button. You just have to go ahead and just puncture it as hard as you can. Now, when you do this, it'll shut down the actual card inside of it. So it will make the controller a lot easier to manage out there. Hold on. You have to break it off. It's very, very difficult process. Just take a minute here. There we go. Hear that snap? That's the snap of the button inside there going on. Now, if you take the wire here, right? The wires are a very common problem. So what you need to do with this, if you have any common household scissors, we won't be showing it here, but it's definitely good. But a very good thing to do with your controllers is to use them as a weapon. Flailing this thing around hurts really damn badly. And as you can see here, it's spinning at quite a fast rate. Anyway, so when you're having problems with player control issues, or you got the adhesive on more than one area, alright, or you have problems, you'll end up having more than one issue along with the actual video input. Now, for the video input, it's going to be a little bit tricky. You're going to need to get a little more in depth with it. First, while your system is on, unplug it. Okay? After you unplug your system, you have to take this off and turn it over. Good slap. Turn it over. Good slap. To the side. Take any old household phone, just hit it, and it should be good. Alright, now your system is ready to go for online use. Now, that's for the general maintenance part. Let's say you want to play multiplayer. Multiplayer is a very popular thing amongst the gaming community. Now, we don't have two controllers with us. So, but as we know, a lot of games tend to be played split screen. So split screen is a little bit more tricky. We're going to take our copy of our disc, Lord of the Rings. Now, split screen makes it pretty simple that you need to split the game in half to be able to both play it. So we'll just go ahead and shove this thing and snap it in half. Now, this might hurt for a lot of you. This is very slippery because we have just made a copy of this disc, and we needed to use a lot of the adhesive material. Well, it's better that you snap this in another place. Now, as for Desert Storm here, we have made countless copies of this, so it's alright for us to snap like that. Alright, so now, player 1 and player 2. See, look, as you can... Oh,
can I have player 2?
Sure. This is my associate, Brad. He's going to be helping me out in this tutorial. Now, all you need to do is connect them together. Now, the disc will send a signal to each other to know that there is two players, right? Once you put it inside of the console, the gaming console, this one here, alright, it should be working well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on this fine piece of machinery here. Now I'm going to go trash it.
Going to follow you? Okay.